In question number 3, let's look at this new thing that we're going to call the power property of logs. The power property basically, in a nutshell, just says that if you have any power as part of a log expression, you can bring it down in front of the log and make it a multiplication. So, if I wanted to rewrite letter A using the power property, I would call it 2 times log x. Notice I'm copying the part that says log x. I'm not even changing that part at all and leaving it exactly the same. The only part that I'm changing is the 2. And I'm not even really changing it per se. I'm just moving its location. Instead of calling it a power, I'm bringing it down in front to call a multiplication instead. Notice it basically just moves the 2 down to the front of the problem. Now, the power property does work both ways, which means that if you see a number down in front of a problem, it could easily be moved up as a power. So in letter B, we could say that its rewritten version of things is log of, and then I'm just going to copy what I see, x was there, to the power of 10. So again, I'm just copying everything that I have and changing the single value that was in the front to be a power. If it's currently a power, it can move to the front, and if it's currently in front, it can move up as a power. So let's look at letter C. X is the power, so it can move down in front, and we can call it x times, copy the rest, log 5. So for any problem that you see here, it's just that movability that we're focused on. The idea that a power can move down to the front to multiply, or that a multiplication in the front can move up to become a power. If you're looking at letter D and thinking, okay, but wait a minute, Herbert, that one doesn't have a power. What am I supposed to do there? Keep in mind that you can always write the number 9 as something with a power. For instance, we could write 9 as 3 squared. And by writing it with a square, now all of a sudden we can say to ourselves, oh, square. That's the part I can move down in front. There's my exponent. So I can call it 2 times, copy the rest, log 3. Same thing goes with letter E. You can write letter E as a power. Now you can do several different options. 125 could be like 125 to the power of 1. You could also do 125 as 5 cubed. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. But whatever you pick, just notice you have an exponent, so bring it down to the front. We'll call this 3 times log 5. In the last example, we'll see it's kind of gone the opposite. We have a number in front, which means it can move up and become a power. So I have log of 2, and then if I bring the 5 up as a power, it's now a power of 5. So let's just get used to that idea of movability. The idea that we can move a power down to the front of a problem, or we can move a number from the front of the problem up to become a power. Now that you've seen that logs have that movability, we'll take a look at question number 4. Because in question number 4, that movability is going to come in handy so that we can really start to solve problems.